Mindy. What can I do for you?
I'm gonna take the day off today. Thanks!
Today? Again?
Yeah. So if you could get the other guys to take over my tasks for today, that would be great. Thanks!
Mindy, sorry, but do you have a minute to text now? I would speak to you in person, but as I'm out, texting will have to do.
Sure. What's up?
Right. First of all, I'd like you to speak in a more formal tone to myself and everyone else on the team. Try to be a bit more professional, please. You're in a business setting after all.
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
Okay. And second of all, I believe you have run out of paid vacations now. If you recall, we spoke about this last week when you submitted your request last time.
Oh, what? You mean I don't have any more paid vacations that I can take this year?
Yes, that's right. So if you'd like to take the day off today and going forward for the rest of the year, unfortunately, it would go unpaid. I'm happy to approve your request if this is understood.
Oh, wow. Have I really used up all of my paid vacations up already, though? Are you sure about this?
Yes, I confirmed it with HR.
Bummer. Then can't you do something about it, Lucy? Like, give me extra days?
Give you extra paid vacations?
Yeah, like 10 extra paid vacations. Pretty please?
I'm sorry, but that's an absurd request, and I certainly cannot do that for you. I don't have the authority to do that, and that would be going against company regulations.
But can't you still try? Please?
The company rule states that every employee is allocated 20 paid days off each year. Once you've used them up and you still wish to take days off, they will simply go unpaid. It's stated in your contract, Mindy. Please have a look at the clause written in your contract when you have time.
Oh, that's not cute at all.
Excuse me?
Oh, that's a lingo you wouldn't understand. I'm just saying this sucks.
I understand. Sorry to hear that.
Lucy, are you just being mean to me?
I'm sorry.
Like, I've always had the feeling that you enjoy being mean to me sometimes.
Certainly not, Mindy. Please, I'm not. I don't believe I'm mean towards anyone at the workplace.
Well, I get the feeling that you're jealous of me sometimes.
Jealous? What do you mean? I'm sorry, but Mindy, where is this all coming from?
Well, like, look at me. I'm young and 19. You're old and like totally 40. I know you'd rather be young like me, but do you really have to be so mean to me?
Mindy, I'm not sure if I'm following you here. I'm not in the least bit jealous of you. If you must know, I'm perfectly content with who I am. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think we should get back to work. Don't you think?
Not really. I think we should talk about this, actually. I want to know why you're jealous of me.
Mindy, I told you I'm not, though.
Oh, but you are. You know that I have a fiancé, right? And you're single. Meaning you're a single old lady who just happens to be in charge of me at work. You're in charge of the young, beautiful, soon-to-be married me.
If it's any consolation, I have a fiancé too, Mindy.
No way! You? Who would want to date you?
Mindy, you're being extremely impolite now.
Yeah, well, I don't believe that at all.
Believe what you want. Are we done here?
No, I still think you're just being mean to me.
Right. And I still don't understand why you would think that.
Well, it looks like since you're in charge of me, you're just taking advantage of that and being mean to me.
Mindy, even if I were to be mean to you, how does this have anything to do with your paid vacations? Please stop this nonsense and get back to work now.
Fine. I'll forgive you, but only this time.
Forgive me? Mindy, what has gotten into you? I won't have you mocking me like this, for goodness sake. No more paid vacations for you, and that's it. We are done here.
Have it your way then. I'm not gonna waste my time talking to an old hag like you. So, bye now. Lucy! Hey there! It's me, the young and sexy 19-year-old girl who happens to work with you at the office.
Right. Good evening, Mindy. What would you like now? FYI, this is outside of business hours, so I hope this is something important.
Oh dear. You sound a bit pissed off. Are you okay? What's wrong?
Nothing, Mindy. What can I do for you?
So, guess what? I'm getting married!
I see. Then, congratulations. That's nice to hear. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, so I'm thinking to invite everyone in the team, including you, of course. You'll come, right?
To your wedding?
Yeah, of course. What else am I talking about?
Well, when is it?
This Sunday.
This Sunday? Well, that's very soon.
Yeah, well, I actually found out that I've got a bun in the oven. And so I wanted to get the wedding done while I can still fit into the wedding dress.
Oh, wow. You're pregnant?
Yep. I bought my wedding dress just yesterday and organized the entire wedding last minute. That's why I had to take so many days off recently.
Ah, for the wedding preparations. I see. Then that makes sense now. I had no idea.
Yeah, so anyway, the wedding preparations are all done now. You guys just have to show up and that's it. Woohoo!
I see.
So it's a pretty low-key, casual wedding. And we're going to rent out a cute Greek restaurant, and so we're having the wedding there with the after party there too.
Ah, Greek restaurant. That sounds nice. So this Sunday, as in 2 days' time, right?
Yep. I'm getting married in 2 days. I know it might be painful for you to see your beautiful young colleague in the most amazing wedding dress. But don't worry. You should be used to having other girls outshine you, right? It'll be over in a day, so let's just have some fun. Yeah?
I don't even know what the most appropriate comment to that would be, so I'm just going to let that one go.
Okay then. As you please.
By the way, Mindy, what'll you be called once you change your last name? We would need to update some official paperwork for the company.
Yeah. It'll change from Mindy Morris to Mindy Granger.
Granger. I see. That's an interesting last name.
Interesting. Why interesting? Anyway, OMG! I can't wait to change my name to Mindy Granger. It sounds so nice, doesn't it? It's got a nice ring to it, don't you think? Oh, wait. I guess you've never been married, so you won't know how this would feel, huh? Whoopsies! Oh, and by the way, when you're at my wedding, I have one favor to ask.
What's that?
Please don't look desperate and throw yourself onto the guys who are gonna come to my wedding. That'll be so embarrassing for me.
Right. I wouldn't worry about that. However, I should say that I'll be saying hello to Mr. Granger.
No! What did I just tell you? I said don't go around checking out other guys. Especially not mine. Jeez.
Trust me, Mindy. I'm not the type of person who steals a husband or takes an interest in committing adultery. Like someone. So you have nothing to worry about.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Anyway, my little sister and her children are here, and I better have dinner with them now. Have a good night, Mindy. This conversation has been interesting, to say the least.
Okay. Whatever. Anyway, I'll text you the details of my wedding in the company group chat then. Check it out and don't be late to my wedding, boss! Oh, Lucy! Are you here at the restaurant already? I just wanted to say that I know you have to see me in my beautiful wedding dress looking so glam. But I promise this will be over soon. So just bite your lip for a while and let me shine today, okay? And just have fun with it. And remember, don't go throwing yourself onto all the handsome guys in their suits, okay? I know some of them are super handsome, but try to resist them. Capiche?
Mindy, you do know that I'm your manager. I've warned you before about speaking in a less casual manner. Show some respect, please.
Oh no. Are you in a bad mood already? Please, just contain yourself just for this one day, okay?
Are you all ready for your wedding day, then? Let's make sure this is a memorable day for you.
Yep. I just got into my wedding dress, actually. You'll love it.
And your husband, Mr. Granger? Where is he now?
Oh, he's been ready like 100 years ago.
Then, is it okay for me to go and say hello to him? I thought it'll be nice to say hi to him out of courtesy.
I suppose, but why? You're not going to flirt with him or anything, are you?
Honestly, do you really think I'd have the audacity to do that? There's nothing to worry about here. I just wanted to send him my congratulations, in person. His name is Brian Granger, right?
Yeah, but how did you know that? I don't think I ever told you his name before.
I have a younger sister and she knows him, you see. So I'd better go and say hi. It would be weird if I didn't.
Oh, okay then. It's a small world, I guess. If that's the case, then yeah, sure, go ahead. It's not like he'll find any attraction in an older woman like you.
Right. Thank you for that. I'm going to get going then.
Actually, let me come and join you then. I'm free, so I might as well.
But what about not seeing the groom before the wedding? It's bad luck, isn't it?
Oh, psh! That's just some random myth. Who believes in that? Anyway, I'll be over there in a minute.
All right then, if you're sure.
Lucy? What the hell is going on? Why did I hear that Brian's on the floor begging for you to forgive him? And why aren't you guys letting me inside? Open the darn door! Tell me what's going on!
You still haven't realized, Mindy?
Realized what?
My last name is Bloomberg. Lucy Bloomberg.
So what? I have no idea what that means to me. Just let me in. Let me see Brian. Oh, shoot. Wait. You're not... Wait. Is your sister Sarah Bloomberg? As in...
Yes, as in your fiancé's ex-wife. Sarah is my younger sister.
No. No way!
Yes, Way.
But you're way older than her.
Just because we've got a bit of an age gap, that doesn't mean that we can't be sisters, right?
Oh gosh. No way.
So yes, Sarah is my younger sister. I'm sisters with the woman you stole her husband from.
Oh shoot.
And now, would you like to now know why Brian's apologizing to me? Why he profusely keeps begging for me to forgive him?
I mean, oh gosh. I do want to know, but I can't believe you're her sister. And you're my boss at work. I need a minute to process this.
Well, take all the time you want. We're not going anywhere. Also, don't you have something you want to say to Sarah?
Do I? Like, what?
Well, how about this? Sarah, I'm so sorry for having an affair with your husband and ruining your marriage. That would be a nice start, don't you think?
So you know what happened. You knew about it. You knew and you decided to use it against me on my wedding day? Was this your plan the whole time? To ruin my wedding day like this?
Oh, no, Mindy. I wasn't even thinking of that. That doesn't even come close. I only intended to specifically speak to Brian today because I knew I could catch him today. He always ignores my messages, you see, so even if I ask him to meet up, he usually ignores my messages. So this couldn't have been more perfect. Well, of course, it's too bad that this happens to be on your wedding day.
What? You guys have texted each other before? OMG. I need to breathe. You knew him from before. I still don't believe it. Is that why you said it was interesting when I told you his name before?
Yes. That was when I found out.
So, wait. I'm confused. What did you mean by catch him? Why would you want to speak to him anyway?
So I don't know how much you know about what happened, but I'll try to make this short. When this whole drama with the divorce started, I was actually overseas on a long business trip. So I only found out about what kind of awful person Brian was when I got back home. But at the time, my sister was so upset and depressed that she wasn't open to talk about it. So I never knew much about who exactly he had an affair with.
Okay. Then, how did you find out that it was me?
Well, when you invited me to your wedding by text the other day, my sister happened to be with me reading over my messages.
What the heck? Oh, shoot. That makes sense. But, okay then, so what? They're divorced now. It's over between them. I thought everything was settled. What does she have to do with me and Brian getting married now? Why can't you just leave us alone?
Well, I would, if I could. But you see, as you know, they have 2 children together. You do know that, right? They're my niece and nephew.
Yeah, I do know about them. And what?
So Brian, being the father, has to pay for child support. And during their divorce settlement, they agreed for him to pay a sum of $1,000 a month. That's hardly enough to cover everything for 2 young children, but that's besides the point, I guess. That's what they agreed on. Yet Brian has been behind in his payments. In fact, he hasn't paid a dime in the past 6 months.
$1,000 a month in child support?
Yes. Well, don't act surprised. Didn't you know about it?
Well, I didn't know, and that's why I'm surprised.
I suppose I assumed that you knew everything.
Well, I don't know. Brian and I don't really talk about that kind of stuff.
So now, can you tell why he's on his knees now? On the brink of crying? As a father, he is obliged to pay for child support by law, and none of us were able to get in touch with him. Do you see why I took today as an opportunity to talk to him?
What? This can't be happening.
Thanks to you inviting me to your wedding, I can now have this long-awaited conversation with him. Oh, I'm sorry for not letting you in the room, but I'd figured it was best if this was just between our family and him.
Are you serious? Oh gosh.
Like you said before, it's such a small world, isn't it?
I don't believe this. So, what happens now?
Well, that's a good question. We'll stay here with Brian until his parents arrive, which should be in a few minutes. Then, we'll discuss this all together again. And don't worry, we have plenty of time before your wedding starts. This will all be over by the time you walk down that aisle. All right?
What? No! It's not all right. And his parents? What are they coming here for? We didn't invite them. They want nothing to do with us, especially me since he got divorced. We haven't spoken to them in ages.
Well, yes, but since we told them about the unpaid child support payments, they decided to get involved. Which is great for us, really.
OMG. His parents are actually coming here.
Yes. They even kindly found Brian a new job.
What? What do you mean? A new job? He has a job already.
Well, he needs to pay the child custody, so what better way to make him pay for it than by getting him a new job where he can work more? His parents found him a nice job at a construction company, apparently.
Construction? But he works in agriculture now.
Exactly. So construction will pay him more. This is also that he can earn a proper living and enough income to pay for his child support, of course. You understand that, right?
You can't just do that. You can't just make him quit his job and force him to work somewhere else.
Oh, but yes, we can. That's why his parents are here, so they can get him to do so. I heard the construction company is quite the conservative type of company, meaning strict rules and hard training. They're even stricter than our company, so it seems. I think that should teach Brian a lesson, and that makes me happy.
No, no, no! What the hell is going on?
The company even offered him a room to rent in their company dormitory.
A company dormitory? What the heck is that?
Well, it's mostly for factory workers and sometimes people in construction. And it's just a cost-effective way for both the employees who can live at a cheaper rent and the company that can ensure the staff's attendance. The dorms tend to be located close to the factory, too, so they'll have no excuse to be late to work. Sounds great, right?
No, it sounds like hell. You're not going to let him work there. I won't have it.
Oh? So does that mean you're going to work harder so that you can pay for his child support?
What? That's not what I meant.
Well, what other choice do we have here, Mindy? Anyway, once the wedding is over, you better say your goodbyes to him. He's heading straight to work.
What? That's crazy. Hold on. You do realize that we are just about to have our wedding, right? We're supposed to be off on our honeymoon after this. He's not going anywhere besides heading to the airport with me.
Well, let's be honest here. That's not going to happen anymore, is it? If he had the money to go off on a honeymoon, shouldn't he be spending it on his children who haven't been receiving any money from him? It's too bad about the honeymoon, but it's all about knowing where your priorities lie, isn't it?
What? No! Then, what's going to happen to our honeymoon? I thought we were gonna live together? He hasn't told me any of this, and I haven't agreed to it either.
Well, of course you haven't. Poor thing. You haven't even had the time to talk about it with him. But he's already given us his consent, so I guess that's that.
No. No, no, no!
I'm sure you can move in together once he's caught up with his payments and has a stable income, enough to continue supporting his children until they turn 20.
What the?
It's not as easy marrying someone with children, is it? You really should have thought things through before snatching my sister's husband, Mindy. Being young and pretty doesn't always work unless you also have the brains, you see.
What the hell did you just say to me? Ugh! What the hell? You old hag! Give me my fiancé back! We love each other! Stop ruining it for us!
Well, you should have thought twice when you decided to commit adultery then, shouldn't you? You think you could be happy while ruining someone else's marriage? You're wrong! So think again, you idiot! You honestly have no idea what you've done to our family, do you? Thanks to you, my sister is now a single mother, having to take care of a 1 and 3-year-old all on her own. All because you couldn't keep your hands off a married man.
What the? You're crazy! We're in love!
Oh, in love. You can kiss my behind. What do you know about love? You're 19, for goodness sake.
And what would you know about it? You're as old as my grandma and you're still single. You're an old hag and a mean boss.
If you must know, I'm due to get married next year. And if I happen to pursue a career to get to the title I have today, over having a family, then so be it. I have a career and soon a husband too. I can still have children if I choose to. It's not too late for that. You don't know how advanced technology has come to when it comes to conceiving these days. And even if I don't have children, I have 2 beautiful nieces and nephews to protect and take care of. Now that they don't have a father, the more reason it gives me to be a better aunt to them. And with that said, Mindy, I will never forgive you for what you've done to my family. You've hurt the ones I love, and whether we work in the same company or not, I will forever loathe you. You must understand that much.
OMG, this is so stupid! I don't even know what to say here. You're just an evil, wicked witch!
I'll be waiting for your wedding to be over. You can come and see me then, if you wish to talk to me. Good luck with the wedding then. So it turned out that out of 50 guests, only less than 10 showed up. Most of them were waiting at the restaurant, but once they found out all the drama, they decided to turn back. I guess they felt they had no reason to celebrate after what Mindy and Brian had done, after all. A marriage after having an affair isn't exactly celebratory, is it? 2 of my colleagues showed up after Mindy begged them to come. And to add fuel to the fire, Mindy and Brian had a huge argument that blew up and got quite physical. Mindy threw things at him, and somewhere during this fight, her wedding dress got ruined. Everything was rented out, which meant she had to pay for the damages herself. So it looks like Brian isn't the only one who has to make payments now. Poor Mindy with her growing belly. Apparently, she also started working as a construction worker at the same construction company that Brian is working at. I heard that she'll be working there until right before she goes on maternity leave. Let's just hope that at least Brian will be able to support all of the children in his life. I had so much fun with you today. If it's all right with you, Miss Isabel, I would like to see you again sometime. However, it's just that compared to you, there's a lot of parts that I need to work on to become a better person for you. I hope you can see that I am willing to work on myself for you.
There's no need to put yourself down like that. You're already an amazing person as is.
Even if you tell me that, I'm just in a manager position at my company right now. However, on the contrary, you're someone that runs a whole business to her name. You're a CEO. There's a huge gap in regards to that between what you and I are with our jobs. I know that people are going to judge us for it.
Everybody's got their own different characteristics or things in general that they look for when they start seeing someone new. What I look for in a man is his nature and his personality. I don't care about him not making as much money as I do, because that's not what I'm looking for. I think that being kind-hearted is the best thing I could ask for in a person. That's why I really like you. You've shown me how amazing you are.
Really? It's been so long since I've met someone that I can really click with. I was super nervous about it, but now that you're telling me that you liked me as a person and not for what I make for a living, that really puts my heart at ease.
I really hope to see you again. Oh, actually, I've been craving some Mexican food. Do you have anything going on this Friday? I know a place that has some banger Mexican food. Since I brought it up first, I'll be more than happy to take you out this time.
No, since I was the one that told you first that I really liked seeing you, as well as telling you that I'd like to meet up with you again. I'd love to be the one that's taking you out. After all, I'm the man.
You're too old-fashioned. All right, if you say so, I won't be too against it. I'll see you on Friday.
Isabel, are you sure about this marriage? You've got a much better deal than him going on. I feel like you should find someone better that's on your level when it comes to their social status. It'd be different if Adam's company that he works for is at least known for something. But what I've heard is that that company he's in is almost to the point of shutting down.
Oh, don't say things like that, Mom. I'm not seeing him because of the money. There are more than enough people that are investing into our company right now. I'm making enough money to be satisfied with where I'm at. I just want someone to be my husband that's going to be able to love me unconditionally. Adam is the perfect man.
I know today's the day before your ceremony, but my heart just doesn't feel too good about all of this. I know that in my head that I should just let go of this uneasy feeling that I have, since you say that you love him, but I have been thinking about how poor we were growing up. You suffered when it came to the subject of money. I couldn't give you everything that I wanted to give you. So whenever you would tell me that you'll make a lot of money and succeed in life, you have no idea how much that would break my heart into pieces.
Mom, let's not talk about such sad memories when there's only good things waiting ahead of us from now on. It's going to make me cry.
You don't want to see me marching into the wedding with my eyes all puffy and nose all stuffy, right? Of course not. I want you to be the most beautiful woman there could be for tomorrow. I want you to be the happiest person on earth. At least on your wedding day. I want you to be even happier than me. All right, I got you. You're just being a tad bit dramatic, Mom. Anyway, don't go to sleep too late, or else you'll be tired before the ceremony even takes place. I understand. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow, sweetie. Isabel! You looked so beautiful today at the wedding. I was so dazed. Money really is everything that you need in life. It really does come in clutch when it needs to be, doesn't it? Thank you, Elizabeth. But surprisingly, I actually didn't really want to spend too much money on the wedding. So I did as much as some other people do when it came to budgeting for the wedding. It wasn't that bougie behind the scenes, to be honest. Oh no, of course. I was just trying to tell you that you were unbelievably beautiful today. I heard that you even bought an expensive watch as a gift for Adam. Is it true? Yes. I wanted to give him something because I've been so thankful of him. I thought that it'd be nice if I gave him something to brag about to his friends. I see. Well, I was expecting a little something from you too, as well as for my daughter. Maybe something like the one you gave Adam? Oh, yes. Actually, I've been thinking about some gifts for you because I know your birthday is coming up. Oh, I didn't actually mean it, sweetheart. I was just playing around. You don't have to take it so seriously. But, you know, if it were something that you were already planning on doing, I'll gladly receive it. All in all, plans shouldn't be interrupted and flow as it should be. No worries. I'll have something ready for you here in a bit. Actually, would it be okay with you if I could pick the gift out? I have had my eyes on a purse that I've been really wanting. This? What do you think about it? The price is well over $20,000? Yeah, but you make like $1 billion, don't you? I bet $20,000 is like the price of a piece of candy to you. Well, that's not necessarily how this works, but it's your birthday coming up, and birthdays are special. I'll go ahead and have it ready for you as a birthday present. I hope you like it. It's so nice having such a rich daughter-in-law. Isabel, did you get my mom something expensive as a gift? Oh, yeah. Since it's about to be her birthday. I told her I was thinking about getting something for her as a gift, and she told me what she wanted. She said she's wanted a purse for a while and showed me the one she wanted. I got that one for her. It seemed really expensive. My mom was telling me about how precious it is to her. She takes care of it as if it's her baby. That's why I didn't even know about it until now. Really? Aw, that's so heartwarming. But now that she's gotten it, she should just go ahead and carry it around as much as she wants, rather than letting it sit around. No, the thing is, why I found out about it is because apparently there was a burglar in her house last night. She told me it was gone when she woke up this morning. What? Did she report this to the police yet? A burglar in the house? How could this happen? Did anybody get hurt? Are they all right? Yeah, luckily no one's been attacked. They're all very heavy sleepers, and so they didn't even know that there was a burglar that got into the house to begin with. Did anything else get stolen? There's really nothing else in her house to take. Burglars these days can tell apart an expensive purse, I guess. Interesting. It's so weird, though. I've never heard of someone getting only their purse stolen out of their homes. I mean, it's not an entirely impossible scenario, right? Especially since the logo is right on the front of it and everyone knows it's a luxury brand. Yeah, I guess you're right. Exactly. But anyways, my mom's been so distraught about it.
It's so bad to the point that she's bedridden and everything.
It hasn't been that long since I've gotten that purse for her, so I totally understand why she might be that upset.
That being said, to make her feel better, do you think you can buy the same one for her again?
You do realize that buying another one of that same exact purse would make me spend a grand total of $40,000, right?
Of course I know. I also know that you've worked hard for your money. But she is my mom, and as her son, I feel so bad for her.
Do you really think that I should get her another one? I'm trying to expand my business, so I'm kind of wary about using a lot of money. At least right now.
I see. Well, do you think you could just use your credit card then? I mean, you have a really high credit score.
Alright. I guess I could do that. You said that she's pretty much bedridden because of it, so…
Thank you so much, honey. She said she wants the purse in white this time if you do decide to get her a new one.
She even said what color she wants?
Yeah, she has her own taste and philosophy when it comes to fashion. You get what I mean?
Oh, okay. Sure, I'll get another one for her. Being really honest, I want to just forget what happened, but then I wouldn't feel right doing that.
I was really debating on whether or not I should bring this up to you. Just remember that you're the best, Isabel. All of my friends tell me how amazing you are, and that I'm a very lucky man to have gotten married to someone as successful as you. It's almost like I ranked up, you know what I mean? Like a peasant getting married to a noble.
You don't have to put it that way, Adam. It really isn't even like that.
You set up the whole marriage, got us our house, all with your own money. The only thing that I did for our marriage was to buy some furniture, but that's about it. I mean, it's not totally wrong that it's as if a peasant and a noble got married. Anyway, I don't mean it as anything else. I'm just trying to tell you that I'm so happy that I got married to you.
Oh, I know. It's just sad to hear something like that from my husband. There's no need to put yourself down like that. All I want from you is for you to love me like you always do. That's it.
You can count on me on that part. Oh, I also had something else that I wanted to talk to you about.
What is it?
I recently got my eyes on something that I might want.
Yes, I can understand that. Can you please tell me what it is?
I really want to buy this new car that just came out. I can't seem to get it out of my head. As you know, it's my birthday in the upcoming next few weeks.
That's a 2022 model. It's expensive. Also, you haven't been going out to your work after we've gotten married. Even if you do buy it, do you have anywhere to drive it to? I don't see you getting out of the house that often either.
I just want to make sure that I'm worthy of you. Sometimes it feels like other people are judging me, and that's why I really want it.
But it's so expensive. I can't even imagine the interest rate that's attached to it right now. The price is probably equivalent to a small home.
I know, but even if I'm just a stay-at-home husband, I want this car. You know I like cars, babe. I grew up poor, so I never had the chance to get a car all to myself. As a matter of fact, I don't have a lot of excuses to get out of the house because I don't have a car. If you leave the house without the car, I'll be able to drive around to catch up on some chores, but it's your car. It doesn't feel like I'm the one that should be driving it.
Do you really want it that much? I guess I can't help it then. Let's go ahead and get one for you.
Really? Are you being for real? Then let's go and see this weekend and pick one out. How does that sound?
Yeah, I can see that you really want it, so how can I tell you no? I'll get you one.
I couldn't thank you more. You're truly the best. I love you, baby.
You only tell me that you love me when it's about something like this. How about you tell me that more often from now on?
Babe, I found something that I really want this time. It's this new sedan. What are your thoughts about it?
We just bought the car you have now only a year ago. What do you mean you want a different one already? I just did some research on that car that you're talking about, and it seems like this one's even more expensive.
Babe, you already know that I like cars. I've been wanting it for a while. It's just that I didn't bring it up for the past year, actually.
This is a waste of money. I'd prefer to not continue talking about this.
Honey, come on. Your husband is telling you that he wants a new car. I don't ask you for anything else, do I? I just want a new car. That's all. I've been living off of the money you give me each month, without being wasteful about it. You know this.
It's not normal to buy a car again within a year, just to end up not driving it around that much. Besides, there's nothing wrong with the car that you have now either.
Babe, there are different cars meant for different occasions. When I go hang out with my friends, I ride this car. When I go visit my parents, I ride that car.
What kind of reasoning is that? As long as the car drives, it's serving its purpose as a car. Honestly, think about it. I pay for the car. I pay for all the insurance. I'm sure you remember when you got into that accident. I had to pay out of my pocket to fix the car, right? Babe, the car that we have now costs so much to even maintain.
Isabel, do I ask for that much? You can't just buy me one simple car?
It's not just a car. Stop being so ridiculous. Every time you act like this, I feel like you married me just for my money.
How can you say something like that? You're upsetting me. I feel like you're making me look like a leech. All because you don't want to buy me a car.
No, I'm not making you look like a leech. But the car that you have now works just fine. What in the world is up with you? How are you going to talk about wanting another car? What are you going to do with having 3 cars for yourself?
We don't have a Jeep or a 4x4. If we want to go camping, it'd be nice to have a truck.
It's almost like if you didn't get married to me, you'd even live out of a car.
Okay, and so what? I have you now. Can you please just let it go this time? Here, I'll try to get a used truck on my own end. So can you just at least get me the sedan? Please?
Do you really think I'm crazy enough to get you another car?
Are you really going to be like this? I guess I have no other choice then. Even if I have to get a loan, I'll find the exact sedan that I want. I don't care what it's going to take.
Stop being so empty-headed. You'll get into a bad accident if you seriously get a car like that.
If you're really that worried, just get me the car, Isabel.
I've already told you no, and I'm warning you right now to not get another car, Adam.
Babe, I got the sedan for half of its original price. It actually drives very smoothly.
What? Did you really end up buying another car? Where did you even get the money to buy it?
I got a loan. I also had to spend all of my savings on it.
You had money saved up? I didn't know that.
Since I've been using the money you've been giving me, I had some money sitting around that I haven't touched in a while.
Don't you think that there might be something wrong with an expensive car like that, being sold at half of its original price?
Well, you didn't want me to get a new one in the first place. Maybe you should have gotten one for me before I went and bought a used one. Why'd you have to push me to the point of getting a car that might have something wrong with it?
I know that you can't be blaming me for that right now. Be honest. How much was the loan you took out?
A lot. But it's totally fine.
Are you going to start working again then? How are you going to pay for the car?
It wouldn't even be a drop in the bucket for you to pay for it. If you just help with paying, it won't even take that long to pay for the whole thing. Anyway, I'm going to go on a first drive in my new car and enjoy the scenery. Go ahead and have dinner first. You don't have to wait for me.
Just go do whatever you want, Adam. Isabel, I saw your sister-in-law carrying around an expensive purse. Did you give it to her?
All that your in-laws do to you is mooch off of your money. Why do you keep spending your money on them for such expensive things?
My sister-in-law has an expensive purse? There's no way. I didn't give one to her, but I did buy another one for my mother-in-law. She takes care of it like a baby, to the point where she doesn't even carry it around that often.
Really? I saw them both carrying one each. One was white and the other was red.
So it must not be that she borrowed it from my mother-in-law, which means that the purse never got stolen in the first place.
What do you mean the purse got stolen?
I knew something wasn't right. Adam was telling me that there was a burglary overnight a while ago, and the burglar only took the purse that I bought her from the whole entire house. There's no way the burglar only took the purse, though. They didn't take anything else at all, not even cash or cards.
Which means your mother-in-law lied about it getting stolen because she wanted another one? No, to get her daughter the same thing?
I'm guessing that that's what happened. Adam lied to me. Something seemed unnatural when he was telling me about it. That dirtbag.
There are lines that you just simply shouldn't cross. How can they lie about something like this?
I didn't even know that and got my sister-in-law something else too. All they do is see me as a human ATM, don't they?
I think it's about time they get put back in their place. I can't believe some people can be this absurd. It's to the point where it wouldn't be enough if we took them to court and stripped them of all their leftover possessions. This is absolutely horrifying.
You couldn't have put it better into words, what they deserve. My mother-in-law is suddenly bombarding my phone with texts, so give me a second. Let me see what she has to say.
All right. Oh, I just can't believe all of this. Don't go around and bragging about having a lot of money, Isabel. There are things that you should and shouldn't do. How could you even... Ugh. Where are you now? I should totally just come over there and teach you a lesson for what you did.
I don't know what I did to deserve all of this hate. It's so ironic that you talk all this mess when you're the one that told Adam to lie to me about a burglar breaking into your house to get your hands on another one of those purses I got you.
What did you say? Do you think about how stupid the things coming out of your mouth sound? Do you really have that much money?
Sure, I've got lots of money. It's just that I don't want to use it on you wretches anymore.
The amount of confidence that you've got is astounding. Do you even know what happened to your husband? You refused to buy that car he wanted. So he went out and bought some used car that was totally wrecked on the inside. Now he's gotten into a huge car accident, and the whole car got folded in half. He'll have to limp for the rest of his life. This is all because of you for being so obsessed with money. Was it really that hard to just buy your husband a car?
Wow, that's a stretch. Nothing you just said is my fault whatsoever. Besides that car he got, I had already gotten him another one a year ago. It was even a 2022 model. Totally new. He went on and drove it around for a while before he came and told me about how he wanted a new one again. It's not my fault that he's disabled for life now. It's because of his own greed that it led to all of this.
I can't believe that you went as far as to say something like that when your husband is literally going to be limping for the rest of his life. You should have warned him and weaned him off of getting a broken car like that. It was you that didn't handle this like you should have.
Look, I warned and told him countless times that he shouldn't get the car. But he's the one that didn't bat an eye to what I had to say to him. He's in his mid-30s. He's a grown man and can think for himself. So shouldn't he start using that brain of his? What does he carry around his head for?
You really dare to speak like that, don't you?
Sure. I'm guessing that you don't want to have anything to do with me anymore because of what happened to Adam, right? I'm going to file for a divorce.
No, wait a second. That's not what I meant. How can you talk about getting divorced so easily? Who's going to take care of him, if it isn't you that will? If you don't have the time, then you could easily just post him a caregiver while you're at work or something.
I think you misunderstood what I'm trying to tell you. But I've already mentioned that I don't want to spend even a dime on your family anymore. Did you miss that part? It seems like the whole family has a genetic tendency of not thinking about the possible outcomes before getting themselves into something big. If you're going to keep it up like this, I'm going to have to go ahead and ask you for everything that I've given to you and your family until now. Those purses, wallets, whatever it may be. Don't forget that car I got for Adam a year ago, too. If you want to at least keep whatever I've given out already, let me get the divorce without disrupting the process.
Okay. I understand that I might have gone a little too far with my words. But that's just unreasonable, Isabel. Adam, try to say something to her. Babe, I got hurt because of you. If you would have just gotten me that car that I asked for from the get-go, I wouldn't have had to become a limp for life. Adam, are you out of your mind? You're about to get divorced.
I'm actually really thankful that you're such an idiot, Adam. I was going to see what you had to say and have some pity on you. I was thinking about giving you another chance and see how it plays out for a few more months. But now that I've seen how quickly you would turn to blame everything on me, I don't think you deserve that pity. I'm going to file for divorce. And you better sign off on it without throwing a tantrum. Even while we were going through the court to get divorced, Adam kept claiming that his life had been ruined because of me. Once, he got himself so far into the situation where he would have to pay me back for all the things I bought him, he changed his attitude to the complete opposite. He begged and asked for my forgiveness, and it was just absolutely pitiful what he had turned himself into in the end. He still has to pay for that car that he got into a wreck with, as well as having to pay that compensation fee for me. I'm not going to back down from anything and make sure that I get every single dime from him that he owes me.
Good afternoon. I am Myra Smith, attorney at law. Am I correct in assuming that I am currently speaking with Richard Cooper, who was formerly the husband of Nancy Jones? Yes, I am Richard Cooper. Is there some matter you need to discuss with me? Yes. I'll just get straight to the point then. I am contacting you today at the request of Ms. Jones, who, if I am understanding things correctly, you had divorced 2 years and 11 months ago. Yes, that sounds about right. But what does she want from me after such a long time? After we divorced, I haven't even seen her, let alone spoken to her. Frankly, I almost forgot she existed entirely. Well, in this case, your lack of contact with her is not an issue. If that's not an issue, then what's this about then? I don't see why her lawyer would be contacting me so long after the fact. Mr. Cooper, am I correct in understanding that just last month, you married a Ms. Jane Parker? Excuse me? You're correct, but I fail to see how that has anything to do with my previous divorce. I am trying to focus on how it has been less than 3 years since you divorced your previous wife. Yes. And? I still don't see what the issue is here. Why are you focusing on that point in particular? I don't see any problem with having remarried. What? I thought it would be obvious. Of course there's a huge problem with this. Then please enlighten me. What is this huge problem you are referring to? It has been close to 3 years since the divorce. That is more than enough time to meet someone new, get to know them, date, and get married. It's certainly not against any laws either, as far as I can recall. The problem is a matter of consent. Your ex-wife has not consented to any of this. I'm sorry? Since when does her consent have any impact on any of this? Ah, I see. You are not particularly knowledgeable when it comes to the law and legal proceedings, are you? Well, I'll do you a favor and explain everything from the beginning. Okay. Sure, go ahead. What are these issues you want to bring up? Be quiet and I'll explain. First, are you aware that when you are found to have committed adultery,
She has up to 3 years to demand monetary damages from you as compensation.
Okay, I've got a few things I could say to that, but if we take that scenario as true for the moment, what is she trying to do about it? The root cause of the divorce was her cheating on me to begin with, not the other way around. So she has nothing on me.
Let's not worry about that for the moment. I got a little off topic there. We can come back to that later. What's important here is the ability to request something like this up to 3 years after the fact. This also applies to you remarrying someone else. As such, you must obtain the consent of your ex-wife before you can remarry someone until 3 years have passed since the divorce.
Oh, is that so? I can't say I have heard of any such law myself. What law states that remarrying years later constitutes adultery?
It is simply a law you had no knowledge of. Unfortunately, ignorance of a law does not exempt you from having to follow it. I think it would be wise to pay attention. You do realize how ridiculous it would be for someone to believe they could live as they like in such ignorance?
For a lawyer, you seem to like speaking well outside the bounds of what would be acceptable in court.
And just what do you mean by that, might I ask?
Well, apart from the unnecessarily threatening tone you're taking, there's no way such a law would actually exist.
Oh dear. Do you really think you can say things like that with such confidence? Despite your clear lack of knowledge of the law? I heard from Miss Jones how you were only a high school graduate and hadn't gone to college, but dear me. I suppose this is to be expected. I guess you really don't know very much at all, do you? That's what happens when you are uneducated. Okay, so out of respect for your intellectually challenged position, I will say it one more time. For 3 years after you divorce your wife, you must have your ex-wife's permission before you marry someone else. Otherwise, it will be considered adultery.
Is that so? Even though she is no more than a complete stranger to me now? Right.
I'm afraid that any coming legal issues will be your fault, as you acted before the 3-year deadline was up.
As if the issues of responsibility were my problem to begin with.
I hope you understand that Miss Smith is hurt deeply by this turn of events. So, she will be moving forward with a lawsuit in order to claim damages for her mental distress. The amount will be pushing for totals to around $50,000.
Well, I see her tendency to act completely nonsensically hasn't changed very much.
I understand why you may not want to believe what is happening, but this is reality. You must take responsibility for the harm you have caused to Miss Smith. This is not something you can simply run away from.
Responsibility, huh? And what if I were to tell you that I have no obligation to comply with such a demand?
So, in other words, you're saying that you intend to oppose this up until the very end? Even if it means that this case goes to trial?
A trial?
Yes. A trial would not only take a long time, but it would cost quite a bit of money to pay all of the legal fees, not to mention the stress it would cause. As you will be the one who stands accused of causing such mental anguish, you will undoubtedly be viewed poorly by the community as well. Do you think having your reputation irreparably damaged is better than simply paying $50,000 to keep everything quiet? Of course, it would need to be a single payment. No annuities or anything of the sort.
Would you mind giving me some time to think all of this over?
Oh, so you finally decided to pay then?
Well, first I would need to discuss things with my wife. Please wait until this Friday.
Friday, you say? Okay, I think I can deal with that. Please contact me by noon on Friday then. I will not wait for any longer than that.
Just to be sure, can you please give me the contact information of the law office you're affiliated with?
My law office?
Well, yes. You're not about to tell me that you can't say or something, right? Previously, the lawyer that helped Nancy and me through our divorce was able to give us the name of her law office just fine.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry. I am affiliated with the Tex Turson Law Office.
So, you're Myra Cooper of the Tex T & Co. Law Offices, right? Understood.
But hold on a moment. If there's something you need to contact me about, contact me at this number. I'm the one who's in charge of this case, So if you try to talk to anyone else about it, you won't get anywhere.
Is that so? I see.
Well, remember, if you are even a minute later than noon on Friday, I will immediately take this to trial. Remember that.
Hey, Jane. You got a minute?
Oh, hi, Richard. I've got time. What is it? I just got back, so I'm taking a break before I get back to work.
Do you think you're going to be doing some overtime today?
Unfortunately, yes. I've got a lot of paperwork with me that needs to be organized and filed, so I'll be working on that once I finish my break.
Okay, well, hang in there.
Anyway, did something happen? It's pretty rare for you to contact me during my normal work hours.
Well, yeah, it sounds like we've got some trouble on our hands.
Trouble? Of what kind?
Frankly, I prefer to just talk to you about it in person. I know you're probably going to be tired after work, but I think we really need to talk about it once you get home.
It sounds like it's something serious. Are you all right?
Well, let me ask you one thing first. Is there a woman named Myra Smith at your office? She'd be one of the lawyers.
Myra Smith? I don't know anyone here by that name, no.
Well, in that case, there's a screenshot of a text conversation I'd like you to see. I'll send it to you shortly.
Oh? Okay, show me. What? What is this? Is she seriously trying to pull this off?
I know, right? What a load of crock. It took all of my self-restraint to stop myself from letting on that I knew she was spewing nonsense.
It's almost pathetic how obvious what her true intentions are.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it myself. To think she would do something so crazy as to try to act like she's a lawyer, when it's so obvious she's making everything up.
It's unbelievable. I wonder if she even has any idea of how serious her actions really are. She probably doesn't realize what kind of trouble she'll end up in.
You're probably right. But having dealt with this sort of thing before, I really don't think she deserves any sympathy.
Yeah, she said it herself, didn't she? Ignorance of a law doesn't exempt you from having to follow it. She should have followed her own advice. So, what do we do then?
Well, as a first step, I would like to look into how this whole situation came to be in the first place. While I know she's not one to shy away from trying to take advantage of people, this particular attempt was quite strange. Do you think you could use one of your connections to get me into contact with a private investigator? There might be a bigger fish behind this.
Sure, I can do that. I'll reach out right away. They should get back to me pretty quickly. So I'll try to figure out what things they'll need from you, then I'll get back to you. Sound good?
Got it. Thanks for the help. Thank you for your patience, Miss Smith. This is Richard Cooper, from earlier in the week. Is now a good time? I am contacting you before noon on Friday as agreed, after all.
Thank you. I've been waiting for you to message me. Well, when are you going to wire the $50,000? I can give you the banking information for the transfer to Nancy's account.
No, thank you. That won't be necessary.
Excuse me. You're going to need the information if you're going to make the wire transfer. Unless you're telling me you're planning to write a check. Don't tell me you plan to hand it over directly.
No, I'm not planning to do any of that, because I have no intention of paying her a cent.
Are you serious? Do you really understand what you're saying here? If you don't pay the $50,000, this case will go to trial, you know. To trial! I hope you realize that this is by no means a laughing matter. This can all be dealt with if you just send the money. You don't really want this to go to trial, do you?
No, by all means, please go ahead.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
If you think you actually have a case, then go ahead and try to put it to trial. Though it's so pathetic that it'll probably get laughed out of court in seconds.
Hold on. Mr. Cooper, where is this attitude of yours coming from? I don't care what you think. I will take this to trial.
And I say again, be my guest. You do realize that you're going to be the one in serious trouble if you try to do that, right? Or have you not thought that far ahead in your pathetic scheme, Nancy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Give it up. It's obvious you're Nancy.
I have no idea what you're trying to say. I am Myra Smith, the lawyer Nancy hired. Don't go trying to change the subject with weird accusations.
If you were really a lawyer, you would have seen the litany of problems present in what you're doing. What kind of lawyer contacts someone they're attempting to sue via text message? Any way you look at it, it's extremely suspicious.
What do you mean?
And even if we put all of that to the side, Text T & Co. Law Offices does not employ a lawyer by the name of Myra Smith. That person does not exist.
Huh? You mean you actually contacted them?
I wouldn't say that. It's not like I called them and asked out of nowhere. I wouldn't need to. After all, one of the partners at that office is my current wife.
What?
And that's not all. Starting next week, I will be working there as well.
What do you mean you'll be working there?
Let me put it plainly for you. My wife and I are both lawyers and are licensed to practice law.
Wait, what? No. No way. You're not serious. What are you talking about? I don't care about your dumb wife, but you're just some desk jockey who only barely managed to graduate high school.
Just because I didn't graduate from some Ivy League school doesn't mean it's impossible for me to become a lawyer.
Really?
I've been studying law for the past 4 years, and I just managed to pass the bar exam a month ago.
Wait, that means that you started studying before we even divorced. I never heard anything about this.
Well, I'm pretty sure I talked to you about how I was making plans to improve myself at some point. But we were already well on our way to getting divorced by that point, so maybe it wasn't something that you considered important.
What is this? This is so unfair!
Unfair? Well, that sort of outburst is just like the Nancy I remember.
Huh?
To go so far as to claim you're a lawyer when texting me, yet blatantly give away your intentions through your actions? You're really not very good at this.
Oh, come on! How did you manage to figure it out? And here I was thinking I was managing to look authentic through my messaging style.
Yeah, no. It was actually really easy. First of all, there's not a law in the country that requires a divorced person to get the permission of their ex-spouse to remarry. That's just ludicrous. Second, no lawyer worth their salt would, assuming they even took a client like you, go so far as to try to get money transferred outside the legal system. No one would do that. That's practically asking to run into serious trouble and risk disbarment.
Wait, what? Is that how it really is? But then, what about what my boyfriend was saying?
Oh, him? He's probably getting arrested as we speak.
Arrested?
Well, let's just put it as simply as possible. That guy is nothing but a con man.
A con man?
Well, thanks to your little Myra Smith fake attorney act being so strange, I felt like I needed to do a little digging. Since my wife's been a lawyer for much longer than I have, I asked her to get me in touch with a private investigator who could look into this whole situation. And, from what we found out, it sounds like your latest boyfriend makes a living through all sorts of scams and fraud. So, we called the police to get him arrested.
No, this has to be a joke. Are you really telling me he's that kind of guy?
What are you so surprised about? Don't try to act like you're any better.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Of course I'm not as bad as he is. What makes you think I am?
I don't know. Maybe the fact that you literally tried to swindle me the same way?
What are you talking about?
Are you aware that trying to impersonate a lawyer to get money out of someone is a crime? I still have all of our text records to prove it. For a case like this, you could be facing some serious fines as well as jail time.
No way! All I did was try acting like he did for a bit. I wasn't doing anything serious.
Right. Trying to extort $50,000 isn't anything serious. Sure. Even if we disregard that, you've still been involved in trying to blackmail people with your boyfriend. That is without a doubt a crime as well.
Wait, are you saying that the little games my boyfriend and I were playing could have that serious of consequences?
It sounds like you've basically grown desensitized to the blatant criminality of your actions to me. Any reasonable person would know those were crimes. Hey, hold on. Someone's pounding at my door. Oh no, it's the police. They're shouting for me to come out quietly. Please, help me. Oh, they were faster than I thought. I may have forgotten to mention that I tipped the police off about you, too. You tipped them off about me? You're telling me I'm going to be arrested. Personally, I recommend that you just go quietly with them. There's no telling what they might do if you try to resist or run away. At the very least, you could end up facing more charges for resisting arrest, which wouldn't look good for you. No way. This isn't happening. This can't be happening. Immediately afterwards, Nancy was arrested and taken into custody by the police. I wasn't personally affected by what she did, so I didn't press any charges myself, but that doesn't mean she didn't have anything coming at her from the other victims of her and her boyfriend's blackmail. So, she still has plenty of legal trouble ahead of her, and she has no real chance of getting out of it. The following day, in a move which I can only call utterly perplexing, she tried to order me to be her defense attorney. For free. She was saying something crazy about how I should defend her out of respect for what she's done for me, or some garbage like that. After reeling at the audacity of her request for a bit, I obviously refused. Frankly, I'm amazed. I think she still fails to grasp just how serious of a situation she's gotten herself into. And to think that this all happened at the very beginning of my career as a lawyer. At least I can focus on moving forward the way I want to now. I'm going to work hard to be an attorney that can really fight for his clients with all my heart. I hope I can make some good headway on that hope in my new job.
Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Please look forward to the next video.